a special project of the National FFA Foundation, presented by Alltech.
This morning, we are acknowledging and awarding the achievements of a group of FFA members who have shown passion for our industry and commitment to excellence in their Supervised Agricultural Experience program. The American FFA Degree and Stars Over America Awards are meant to recognize such excellence. This year, 3,245 FFA members will receive their American FFA degree, with 16 of those being chosen as star finalists. The National FFA Organization Stars Over America Award are meant to recognize students who have developed outstanding agricultural skills and competencies and earned the American FFA degree. Watch as we recognize our star finalists who have devoted numerous hours, invested monetarily, and grown their passion for business, entrepreneurship, science, and placement. And in recognition of years of support, each star finalist advisors will receive a certificate, and their parents will receive the honorary American FFA degree. Please join me in congratulating all of our star finalists for their outstanding achievements. The first award area will recognize business-minded FFA members. They excel in the areas of customer service and sound financial practices. They epitomize the type of spirit we need to further our industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our finalists for 2012 American Star in Agribusiness.
It all started with Bradley's Pumpkin Patch. Then came Bradley's Christmas trees, Bradley's Landscaping, Bradley's Daffodils, Bradley's Peanuts, Bradley's Daylilies. 13 years after the first Bradley business began, Bradley launched an e-commerce website which sells historical toys, natural soaps, and honey. And just last year, Bradley's Pick Your Own Blueberries opened. The Bradley brand was born in 1995 when 5-year-old Bradley Weaver of Dawsonville, Georgia, started selling pumpkins from a roadside stand to earn money for college. When he was 8, Weaver set up a gift shop in the family's 100-year-old barn where he sold peanuts, honey, and other products. Today, Weaver's businesses sell pumpkins, Christmas trees, boiled peanuts, and more than 300 varieties of daylilies and 30 varieties of daffodils. And through his landscaping business, Weaver mows lawns, grows and sells annuals and perennials, and maintains and designs flower beds, water gardens, and other landscaping features. Weaver, the son of Tony and Karen Weaver, is a member of the Dawson County FFA chapter in Dawsonville, Georgia. His FFA advisor is Reggie Stowers. Weaver is currently attending North Georgia College and State University, majoring in business administration, with future plans to develop agritourism and horticulture in Dawson County, Georgia. American Star in Agribusiness, Bradley Weaver.
Please join me in congratulating Bradley Robert Weaver.
As a freshman in high school in 2005, Zachary Cotton of Taylorsville, Kentucky, created his own business, and Cotton's custom baling continues to grow. Cotton saw a need for a business that provided cutting and baling services for local farmers who did not have equipment for harvesting. That first year, he harvested about 80 acres. His business quickly expanded to include custom baling and bush hog services. Through word-of-mouth advertising and his knowledge of forage quality, Cotton's work grew to harvesting 375 acres in 2009. Today, Cotton's custom baling harvests more than 900 acres a year. Cotton owns and maintains all of his equipment and manages all of the company's business needs. Cotton also works for Feeder Supply Company, where he distributes feed, and he works events at the Kentucky State Fairgrounds. He recently obtained a commercial driver's license and became certified as a commercial chemical applicator for farmland chemicals. Cotton is a member of the Spencer County FFA chapter in Taylorsville, Kentucky, where his FFA advisor is Darrell Matherly. Cotton is the son of Harold Cotton and Michelle Housley. Star in agribusiness, Zachary Cotton.
Join me in congratulating Zachary Cotton.
In 2003, Austin Christman's family became the exclusive distributors of a popular skin conditioning product for show animals, which they marketed under the name Champion's Choice. 4 years later, Christman took over the business operations for his family's interest in the company. Christman oversees the packaging, distributing, and marketing of Champion's Choice. He runs advertisements in national trade publications and distributes brochures and free samples at various shows and sales. In addition, Champion's Choice is a sponsor at the World Pork Expo. Today, Champion's Choice is available from 30 feed stores and Sullivan's Show Supply North and South. Along with marketing Champion's Choice, Christman has won numerous awards showing his market hogs. Christman is a member of the Bells FFA chapter in Bells, Texas. His FFA advisors are Glenn Blount and Morris Mortensen. Christman currently attends Blinn College, and after graduation, he plans to transfer to Texas A&M University, where he'll pursue a degree in animal science and then apply to pharmacy school. He is the son of Kelly and Diana Christman. American star in agribusiness, Austin Christman.
Please join me in congratulating Austin Christman.
Jacob Paul of Fox Lake, Wisconsin, has worked since 2005 at his family's farm, Paul Farms, where he completed his diversified crop and diversified crop beef production SAE programs. Also in 2005, Paul, his father, and his brother founded T&J Lawn Care. In 2008, Paul bought 100% of the business. Today, in addition to mowing 13 lawns, T&J Lawn Care handles a number of jobs for their biggest client, the town of Fox Lake, which contracts with Paul for mowing 2 parks, 2 cemeteries, 2 boat landings, and 94 miles along highways. Paul does all of the repair and maintenance of his equipment, ensuring that his customers get quality work. A member of the Randolph-Cambria-Friesland FFA chapter, Paul credits FFA with helping him improve communication with his neighbors and customers. His FFA advisor is Keith Gundlach, with a career goal of being a partner in the operation of his family's farm and expanding T&J Lawn Care. He is the son of Dale Paul and Laura Helmer. American star in agribusiness, Jacob Paul.
Please join me in congratulating Jacob Paul. The 2012 American Star in Agribusiness is Bradley Weaver from Georgia. Bradley Weaver's interest in agriculture sparked his desire to plant and sell pumpkins. This and his parents encouraged him to expand, and he found additional items to add to the business. People are inspired by his entrepreneurial spirit. Congratulations on being named the 2012 Star in Agribusiness.
Our next award area will recognize the achievements of a group of FFA members who have used their experiences in a work-type setting to display the growth of their supervised agricultural experience. There's no doubt that their work ethic and sense of achievement has brought them to this stage. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your finalists for 2012 American Star in Agricultural Placement.
Curt Parsons will never forget what his teacher told him on the first day of his agricultural science class at Porterville High School in California, that his school career would be the greatest adventure of his life. For more than 100 years, the Parsons family has farmed in Central California, making agriculture and FFA a sure fit for Parsons, who works for Parsons & Sons Farming. The operation harvests more than 10,000 acres of various field crops, including vegetable seeds, grains, and hay each year. Parsons began helping on the farm when he was 8 years old. Over the years, he added a wealth of farming knowledge to his work experience, from planting crops to working with new and potential customers. The farm continues to grow in size and profitability as Parsons continues to explore new opportunities for their operation. Parsons attends Modesto Junior College and is majoring in crop science. He is the son of Cecilia and the late John Parsons. His FFA advisors are Isaac Robles, Gabriel Ponce, and Todd Coons. American star in agricultural placement, Curt Parsons.
Please join me in congratulating Curt Parsons.
Ask Justin Cochran his first career choice, and the Livonia, Georgia resident will tell you about his dreams of becoming a beef cattle rancher, a great lucrative career, but hard to achieve without land or resources. With the help of his agricultural education teacher, Cochran quickly learned that he lives in a state leading the nation in broiler production, with more than 24 million pounds of chicken and 14 million eggs produced a year. The poultry industry alone brings the state a healthy $13.5 billion, and a growing demand for employees will keep the industry afloat for years to come. Cochran began his career with Columbia Farms, cleaning and assisting with a hatchery that produces more than 750,000 baby chicks each week. As his skills increased, he was promoted to setting eggs and eventually to field service, where he currently works with pullet and broiler growers. In addition to working at Columbia Farms, Cochran currently attends Gainesville State College and majors in poultry science. His parents are Scott and Darlene Cochran. He is a member of the Franklin County FFA chapter, and his FFA advisors are Gary Minyard, Cale Watkins, and Owen Thomason. American star in agricultural placement, Justin Cochran.
Please join me in congratulating Justin Cochran.
Like many Midwestern farm kids, Matthew Marcellus of Atkinson, Nebraska, grew up inspired by his father, a second-generation farmer. Once Marcellus was old enough, he began to keep track of his hours and get paid for working on his family's Marcellus farms. Marcellus has always enjoyed being challenged, which has helped him raise quality crops and livestock, as well as learn about his family's entire farm operation, from planting and applying fertilizer and chemicals to operating the combine and scouting the fields for pests and weeds. The farm includes 600 head of beef cattle and 3,900 acres of crops, including corn, soybeans, wheat, popcorn, and dry edible beans. Marcellus Farms also produces alfalfa and native grass hay used for the cattle. Marcellus stepped up to the plate, began helping to make decisions on crop rotation, seed selection, and equipment purchases and maintenance in 2007. He currently supervises and oversees the farm's employees and assists with daily and long-term management. In 2011, he rented and farmed 300 acres of his own while a part of the Nebraska Beginning Farmers Program. A member of the West Holt FFA chapter, his advisor is David Gibbons. Marcellus is the son of Dwayne and Nadine Marcellus. American star in agricultural placement, Matthew Marcellus.
Please join me in congratulating Matt Marcellus.
For Cody Walker from Mortis in Tennessee, being born into a farm family was the best thing that could have ever happened to him. Walker is currently an assistant herdsman at the 400-acre Walker Farms, which raises registered polled Hereford cattle, and crew foreman for the horticulture operations, which grows 172 different varieties of Tennessee trees and shrubs on 550 acres and ships to more than 25 states. Since graduating from high school, Walker has devoted all of his time to the family's operation. Walker says every day is different, whether it is spending time with the cattle and making sure they remain healthy, or spending time in the nursery field, tagging trees for orders and verifying orders on the computer. The son of Eric and Pam Farmer Walker, he is a member of the Warren County FFA chapter. His FFA advisors are Russell Watson, David Upton, Shannon Ford, Kim Miller, and Danielle Smith. American star in agricultural placement, Cody Walker.
Please join me in congratulating Cody Walker. The 2012 American Star in Agricultural Placement is Curt Parsons from California. Curt Parsons' brother and father introduced him to harvesting operations and client interactions. This inspired his involvement today and his desire to expand and modernize the business in the future. Good luck as you continue the family tradition, and congratulations on being named the 2012 Star in Agricultural Placement.
In an ever-advancing agricultural age, it's important for our industry to have students enrolled in agricultural education who have a passion and interest in the field of agricultural sciences. These next students have shown growth in the areas of laboratory experience, research, and natural resources. They combine advanced research methods with advanced technology in order to overcome the challenges our industry faces. Please join me in welcoming our 2012 finalists for American Star in Agri-Science.
It took just one day of a horticulture class at a new school for Kaylee Stout of Valdosta, Georgia, to discover her passion for agriculture and FFA. Working as a research assistant at the Lowndes High School Agri-Science Lab, and with encouragement from her FFA advisor, Stout began an agri-science project to find out why white-tailed deer grow larger in certain parts of her county. She developed her hypothesis that white-tailed deer antler and doe body mass are greater in areas with increased calcium and phosphorus in the soil. Using the scientific method and a background study, Stout tested soil samples from the eastern and western sides of Lowndes County and weighed deer, scored antlers, and aged deer via jaw bones. After her statistical analysis was completed, the results showed that deer antlers were more than 30% larger and doe body mass was more than 18% greater in areas that showed higher levels of calcium and phosphorus in the soil. Stout is a member of the Lowndes County FFA chapter. Her FFA advisors are Dr. James Corbett and Quentin Hadsock. Stout is the daughter of Thomas Stout and Misty Trollier. She attends Abraham Baldwin Agricultural College, where she is studying agricultural education. American Star in Agri-Science, Kaylee Stout.
Please join me in congratulating Kaylee Stout.
Kaylee Warner of Auburn, Indiana, began her research to determine whether foundry dust and sand from the factory in her community contained carcinogens, and to establish whether foundry sand could be used as a compost ingredient. Over a 3-year period, Warner grew sunflowers in pots containing various ratios of foundry sand to Blount soil. During the second year, she planted plots of soybeans with the same ratio as the first year, and in year 3, she grew tomatoes in a foundry sand mulch mixture. By the end of the third year, Warner's project showed that a 15 to 20% mix of foundry sand with Blount soil produced an 8% yield increase in the crops and a 15% increase when mixed with mulch. And a chemical analysis showed that the crops produced had no contaminants. The results meant the foundry sand could be reused as a compost additive, and now 10% of the foundry sand output goes into mulch mixture instead of a landfill. Warner attends Purdue University with a major in pre-pharmacy. She is a member of the DeKalb Central FFA chapter in Waterloo, Indiana, and her advisors are Matt Dice and Kara Kimmel. American star in agri-science, Kaylee Warner.
Please join me in congratulating Kaylee Warner.
Growing up on her family's purebred Hampshire swine farm, Rachel Arkfeld of Dunbar, Nebraska, developed an early love of swine and plants. So it was only a matter of time before she turned her curiosity into a career-building endeavor. In 7th grade, Arkfeld participated in her school's science fair for the first time, which sparked her interest in research. From that early experiment with roses, she soon began exploring the propagation of woody florals through hydroponics to find out how plants such as red-twig dogwoods and scarlet willows would force and root using different rooting hormones. Another experiment focused on the micro-propagation of the female bittersweet plant. Meanwhile, a side project back at home dealt with E. coli in piglets to see if there was a correlation with the amount of cultures and the parity of sows, producing an aroma that only a passion for science and research could handle. Arkfeld is currently attending Oklahoma State University, where she majors in agricultural education with a minor in soil science. She is the daughter of Timothy and Luann Arkfeld, a member of the Syracuse Dunbar Avoca FFA chapter in Syracuse, Nebraska. Arkfeld's FFA advisor is Timothy Arkfeld. American star in agri-science, Rachel Arkfeld.
Please join me in congratulating Rachel Arkfeld.
Tayler Runyon's interest in agriculture comes from growing up on a ranch in Ardmore, Oklahoma, and her introduction to agri-science was the result of competing in science fairs as a 7th grader. Runyon began a 4-year research project by determining which tomato variety maintained the greatest amount of lycopene over a year's time. Runyon collected, entered, and graphed the data using devices such as a Hunter scan electrospectrometer and a colorimeter. During the second phase of her project, she grew and collected specimens from 96 varieties of tomatoes and tested for color, sweetness, and lycopene content. During phase 3, Runyon tested the ultraviolet ray blocking abilities of lycopene from previously stored tomatoes, and she discovered that lycopene found in tomatoes has the capability to block UV rays. During phase 4, Runyon tested synthetic lycopene in a topical cream on human carcinoma cell cultures, and her findings indicated that lycopene cream worked better than SPF 50 sunscreen in blocking ultraviolet radiation. Runyon, the daughter of Carl and Mickey Runyon, is a member of the Atoka FFA chapter. Her FFA advisors are Bailey Platt, Bart Harper, and Michelle Harper. Runyon plans to attend Oklahoma State University and study plant sciences. American Star in Agri-Science, Tayler Runyon.
Please join me in congratulating Tayler Runyon. The 2012 American Star in Agri-Science is Tayler Runyon from Oklahoma. Tayler Runyon's interest in scientific research began in 7th grade. That interest, combined with her agricultural background, resulted in her wanting to conduct research projects involving agriculture. Congratulations on following that dream and being named the 2012 Star in Agri-Science.
Though agriculture becomes more and more diverse every day, it's important to remember the heart of our industry, production. These next individuals are focused on production, have worked to support our industry, and have shown purpose with each step. Through them, the tradition that comes with the American Star Farmer lives on. Let's meet our finalists for 2012 American Star Farmer.
What started humbly by converting the front yard into a sweet corn field has quickly grown into a successful business and a large farming operation.
I've got yellow and bicolored.
Clayton Carley began farming to earn money to buy his own car. He now hopes that his experience will allow him to graduate college debt-free and pursue a career in agriculture. The Milford, Illinois resident is the owner and operator of the Sweet Corn Shack, which is located on his family's farm in eastern Illinois. His first crop was 3/10 of an acre, which was once part of the family's front yard. He now raises more than 7 acres of sweet corn that he sells to local residents at the farmers market in Crescent City. In addition, Carley farms more than 400 acres of corn and soybeans. He conducts extensive research to determine best management practices for his operation. Carley credits FFA for helping him with sound business practices, as well as contributing to his entrepreneurial spirit. He is currently a student at the University of Illinois. He is the son of Kenton and Lisa Carley and is a member of Cissna Park FFA in Illinois. His advisor is Jeff Clifton. American Star Farmer, Clayton Carley.
Please join me in congratulating Clayton Carley.
Andrew Edson of Ionia, Iowa, knows that hard work is required for a successful operation. He has worked on his family's farm for as long as he's been able. After years of helping his father, Edson purchased his first livestock at the age of 14 with the goal of starting his own club calf operation. Now he farms 700 acres of corn and soybeans and has a 20-head cow-calf operation, as well as assisting with the family farm. Edson credits his dad for helping instill a strong work ethic and also allowing him to use his pastures, machinery, and expertise throughout the last few years. He is the son of David and Connie Edson. He rents land and storage from a local corporation and hires trucking through his dad and local haulers. A member of the Nashua Plainfield FFA, where his advisor is Ronald Zell, Edson credits FFA with providing him many leadership skills that have helped open doors to numerous opportunities. Edson attends Iowa State University, where he is studying agricultural business. American Star Farmer, Andrew Edson.
Please join me in congratulating Andrew Edson.
Without question, Alex Richardson has production agriculture in his blood. A seventh-generation family farmer, Richardson has known for years that he wants to pursue a career in production agriculture. As his farming operation has grown, so too has Richardson's passion for agriculture, and he looks forward to what the future has in store for him on the family's northern Kentucky farm. The Brandenburg, Kentucky resident has a diversified crop farm, raising corn, soybeans, wheat, alfalfa, and fescue, and he also maintains a herd of Angus cattle. Richardson made his first land purchase at age 19, and he currently owns 127 acres. Richardson hopes to eventually farm more than 2,000 acres and have up to 200 cows. Richardson attends Western Kentucky University and majors in agriculture with minors in business administration and finance. He also plans to pursue a master's degree in agricultural economics. Richardson is a member of Meade County FFA chapter in Brandenburg, Kentucky, and his advisors are Josh Mitchum and Noel Hobbs. He is the son of Homer Lee and Kay Richardson. American star farmer, Alex Richardson.
Please join me in congratulating Alex Richardson.
Jeremy Weichel, a fifth-generation family farmer, has known for years that he wants to pursue a career in production agriculture. As his farming operation has grown, so too has Weichel's passion for agriculture. The Cordell, Oklahoma resident purchases 500-pound steers and sells them at about 750 pounds. The steers graze on grassland or wheat pasture depending on the time of year. Raising cattle allows him to make productive use of his land without compromising the quality of his crops. Weichel also has worked at the Oklahoma State University Wheat Pasture Research Stations, and he plans to apply his experience to his own farm. And he looks forward to what the future has in store for him on the family's Western Oklahoma farm. Weichel is a senior at Oklahoma State University, where he is studying animal science. A member of Cordell FFA chapter, he credits FFA with helping him develop into a well-rounded person. His advisor is Brian Dowdle, and he is the son of Keith and Lana Weichel. American star farmer, Jeremy Weichel.
Please join me in congratulating Jeremy Weichel. The 2012 American Star Farmer is Clayton Carley from Illinois. Clayton Carley's motivation for agriculture began his 8th grade year when he wanted to find a way to create income to purchase a car and eventually pay for college. Today, he has a successful business and continues to grow his customer base. Congratulations on using your skills and for being named the 2012 American Star Farmer.
Let's bring all our Stars Over America back out on stage to honor them one more time. Thank you for your commitment to growing your SAE, growing your knowledge, and growing your work ethic. But most importantly, thank you for being able to grow your purpose in agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2012 Stars Over America.